My topic is my topic is from economics, and the first chapter is the story of village Palampur. You know, the story of village Palampur is just a story of introduced to basic concept relating which type of village do we have. Okay, the purpose of the story is to introduce some basic concepts relating to the production, and this we do it through a story of a hypothetical village called Palampur. What do you mean by hypothetical? Which is not in real. We have taken some any name from the village, and we are introducing which type of village we have. Right. So basically, this village Palampur, is hypothetical, and you know this village is. And today I will give you some introduction of this village, about its natural resources, about its man-made items, about its human effort, about its money and etc. Right, the production, the work of the village of people and the village. So introduction. So Palampur is a well connected with the neighboring village and towns. That is Raiganj. As your Garunda is well connected with big cities like Panipat and Karnal, and we have got the GT road and all. Obviously, once upon a time, this your Garunda was a village, and it once upon a time it was just a ordinary village, right? Palampur is a well connected. Now come to the Palampur. Palampur is a well connected with neighboring villages and towns. Raiganj, a big village which is 3 kilometers away from Palampur, an all-weather road connects. Like you have got the all-weather roads. Like you have got the all-weather roads connected with all villages, surrounding neighbors, surrounding neighboring cities, surrounding neighboring states and all. Look from, if I say you have to go to Delhi, New Delhi, the capital city of India. So it will take hardly 2 and 3 hours, just 3 hours, right? You can buy a taxi from a taxi, from your own car, or from bus, or by train. You are well connected with every city of India. So, and all-weather route connect with the village to Raiganj and further on to the nearest small town of Shahpur. Many kinds of transport are visible. Obviously, I'm giving you every example so that there should be no difficulty to understand. Look, this is a book of economics. First chapter name is The Story of Village Palampur. I started the economics today. Right, many kinds of transport are visible on this route, starting from bullock carts, tongas, bogies, wooden cart, buffalo loaded with the jaggery and all, good and all. Here also, your main transportation for the farmers are tractors. Tractors, because now these are modern days. Another commodities to motor vehicles, like motorcycles are there in your city also, in Palampur also. Jeeps are there, tractors are there, trucks are there. This village has about 450 families. 450 families. This village has 450 families. Here it is. Yeah. This village has 450 families belonging to several different castes. Basically, India is divided in casteism, and our villages are also divided in casteism. The 80 upper caste families own the majority of land in the village. Their houses, some of them quite large, of the upper caste village people, are made of brick with cement and plastering. Earlier what happened, the people from upper caste in the village, right? You are well known that this person is from well-off family. What do you mean by well-off family? कि ये आदमी जो अमीर घराने से है. इसके पास काफी पैसा है, from the house which is living in, जिस घर में वो रहता है उससे आपको पता चल सकता है. And a person is not having a not very good money backing or economy, that you can look upon from his house. उसके घर से पता चल जाएगा आपको, उसकी economic condition पूछने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. If you want to his economic condition, go to his house, you will know what is the economic condition of that particular person. And India is also divided into many, are basically caste system. If you go to the old days, we were divided into, still I'm telling you, not we were, still we are. Abhi bhi hum divided hai. First of all, we have got Brahman, we have got Kshatriya, we have Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya mean basically business class people, and then we have got the downridden people we call it Harijans and all. Still we are divided. Let me tell you one thing. We say that we should not be divided, but heart in heart we are divided. Right. So it is written over here also. The village has about 450 families. Village में 450 families हैं, belonging to the several different castes. The 80% caste, the majority of the land belongs to the higher up class. The houses, some of them are quite large. कुछ घर तो बहुत बड़े-बड़े हैं. I also happen to visit कईयों के घर में जा चुका हूँ, तो उनका घर ही काफी बड़ा होता है. बहुत बड़ा घर होता है, बहुत बड़ा आंगन होता है, right? It seems that they belong to affluent families. अच्छे अमीर घरों से होते हैं वो. अच्छा, उनका सीमेंट प्लास्टरिंग होता है. The SC Dalit, just I told you about Dalit. The SC Dalit comprises 1/3 of the population and live in the corner of the village. This Palampur village is giving you some introduction how the Dalit people were living. They say, please underline this sentence and please see about this sentence. इस sentence को देखिए, इस sentence को देखिए. पढ़ना अलग चीज है, उस पढ़ने में जीना सीखिए कि book आपको क्या कहती है, what the book wants to say you. एक enjoy कीजिए, एक उसमें जीना सीखिए. ये book क्या कह रही है कि the SC Dalit comprises on 1/3 of the population, 1/3 भाग दलित का है, and live in one corner of the village. उनको village का एक corner दे दिया गया है. Understood it? It means they are unable to mix up with the mainstream. उनको village के mainstream के साथ अभी भी mix up नहीं होने दिया जाता. Right? So, and much smaller houses. If I told you that they have got a mansions, कईयों के बहुत बड़े-बड़े घर होते हैं, from good families, affluent families, and some other people, they are very small houses, smaller than him, some of which are a mud house. कईयों के mud houses हैं, straw houses हैं, brick houses भी नहीं है, cemented house तो बहुत दूर की बात. Right? And most of the houses have electric connection. Electricity powers all the tubers in the fields and is used in various types of small business. Electricity is there. Now, in Haryana also, if you see, every village have the electricity, if I'm not wrong. Every village is having electricity, and they are doing the business also with the electricity. Right. Palampur has 2 primary schools. Your village is having our village is having, in Gharuta, I told you that earlier it was a village, and in your village, the 2-3 schools are there even. Maybe one the girls' school, maybe one is a boys' school of government girls' school, government boys' school, maybe co-ed school, and maybe some CBSE school at all. 3-4 schools are there, right, in every village. 2 schools are there for the boys, government schools, government middle school, government senior secondary school. So 2 primary schools are there, one is high school. There is also 2 schools are there. One is high school and one is primary school. There is a primary health center also, primary health center, PHC, primary health center. where some minor ailments, minor things. If a person is suffering with fever, cough, cold, and he's not doing good about his health, so he can go to the primary health center run by the government, and one private dispensary where the sick are being treated, where the sick people are there. Some not very serious sickness. It's a minor sickness, a minor is there, minor sickness is there. So he can go to the primary health center. The person who was sitting over there, maybe compounder, maybe health service person. So he will treat him. The description above shows that Palampur has a fairly well developed system of roads, transport, electricity, irrigation, schools, and health centers. You see, whenever I say something about the Palampur village, you just have the comparison of your own village. Nearby Garunda, we have got many villages. Maybe 9-10 villages are there. All villages have their pakka roads, right? They have got their own sarpanch. They have got their electricity. They have their school education system. They have maybe some small market system is also there, right? So we have got health center is also there. Transport facilities are there. Electricity is there. Irrigation facilities are also there. In every village, I must say, three parts of village of India are very developed. One is Punjab, one is Haryana, one is Western UP. Western UP. Right. The story of Palampur, an imaginary village, will take us through the different types of production activities in the village. In village across India, farming is the main production activity. Earlier when India was independent, 80 to 85% people, they were the farmers. 85% people, they were the farmers. They were with the farming activity. They were busy with the farming activity, and their main production is production activity is farming. The other production activity referred to as non-farming activities. One is farming activities when you are busy with the diet and the farming. You are busy with diet and the farming. First is that is activity. The other production activities referred to as non-farming activities, referred to as small manufacturing, transport, shopkeeping, etc. We shall take a look at both these types of activities, and after learning a few general things, that production is there. Organization of production. Organization of production. The aim of production is to produce. What is the aim of the production? If I said, what do you mean by production? And first you will have to write that what is the aim of the production. The aim of the production is to produce the goods and services that we want. Production किसे कहेंगे? जो चीज हमको चाहिए. For example, you need a pen, right? You need a copy. You need a book. You need some stationeries. So some production is there interest for the manufacturing unit. Manufacturing unit. So manufacturing unit means where the industries are there, maybe small scale industries, maybe small scale industries, maybe cottage industries, maybe heavy industries, right? Heavy industry basically steel manufacturing, steels are there in heavy manufacturing industry. So many industries are there. So in these industries, what we need, हमको क्या चाहिए? Industries को लगाने से पहले हमें क्या चाहिए? First of all, we need land. जमीन चाहिए. We need, the first requirement is land and other natural resources such as water, forest, minerals. हमें मिनरल चाहिए, रॉ मटेरियल चाहिए, पानी चाहिए, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी चाहिए, but that is a secondary issue. That is secondary. And first you need is your land. Okay, your land problem is solved? Fine. When your land problem is solved, then you have got the labor problem. Labor. What do you mean by labor? And when I said, what do you mean by labor? What do you mean, if I said that, what do you mean by labor? आपको लगेगा मजदूर. Let me tell you one thing, I am also a labor. The president of India is also a labor. The doctor is also a labor. The Dihadidar Mazdoor is also a labor. It's a category of labor. A professor, a teacher, a doctor, engineer, whosoever he's doing, he is a kind of labor. What do you mean by labor? Do some work. He's a labor. He's doing some job. It doesn't matter that where is he working, but his introduction is we are all labor. हम सब मजदूर हैं. कम्युनिज्म मार्क्स कभी आप मार्क्सिज्म को पढ़िएगा, जब आप बड़े हो जाएंगे किसी मार्क्सिज्म को पढ़िएगा. मार्क्सिज्म से, लेनिन से, from top to bottom everyone is labor. We are all equal. We are all equal. You have got 6 fundamental rights. I have 6 fundamental rights. The president of India is having 6 fundamental rights. The beggar up before a temple is also having 6 fundamental rights. We are all equal. We are all labor. He's doing labor. He's begging. That is also labor. So we are all from labor class. Okay. So labor का आप ऐसा मत मानिए जो मजदूरी करता है वही labor होता है. Come from that particular text of your mind. उस खांचे से बाहर निकलिए. अपने को सीमित मत कीजिए किसी के अंदर. Right. So that is the labor. People who will do the work is called labor. Some production activities require highly educated workers. कुछ highly educated workers चाहिए जब production होती है. To perform the necessary task, other activities require workers who can do manual work. कुछ लोगों को काम करना होता है हाथ के थ्रू. वो अपना जॉब करते हैं, राइट. वो अपना मेहनत मजदूरी करते हैं. कुछ लोग कंप्यूटर पे बैठ के काम करते हैं. कुछ लोग फर्नेसेस के सामने बैठ के काम करते हैं. फर्नेसेस पता है क्या होता है? फर्नेसेस मींस भट्टी. स्टील सेल, जहां पे स्टील फुल फॉर्म स्टील अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया लिमिटेड, जहां पर आयरन ओर को गलाया जाता है और उसके बाद स्टील बनता है. कभी वक्त मिले तो देखना. The senior engineers are working over there. So they are technical background. So they are also labor. So हमें किसी भी प्रोडक्शन के लिए मैनुअल लेबर भी चाहिए, हाई स्किल लेबर भी चाहिए, अकाउंट सेक्शन भी चाहिए, राइट, मार्केट भी चाहिए, रोड एंड ट्रांसपोर्टेशन भी चाहिए. We need many things, but first of all, main thing हमको क्या चाहिए? What do we want? We want the land. हमको जमीन चाहिए. The third requirement is physical capital. The third requirement is physical capital. Physical capital means that is the variety of inputs required of every stage during production. हम जब production करते हैं ना, whatever we produce, we have some input and there are some output also. Input is there, what we put inside, input, and output, what is the result. The third requirement is physical capital. That is the variety of inputs required at every stage during the production. What are the items that come under physical capital. फिजिकल कैपिटल के अंडर कौन कौन से आइटम्स आते? टूल्स, मशीन्स, just give me a few seconds time. Yeah, tools, machines, buildings, these are the physical capital. Tools and machines range from very simple tools such as farmer's plow to sophisticated machines such as generators, turbines, computers, etc. etc. Very simple tool. Tools मैंने जिसके help से आप काम करते हो. फार्मर किससे काम करता है? हल से काम करता है. हल खेतों में हल चलाता है. That is also true. A person is doing all sort of complicated work and solve it through the computers. That is also tool. Means from very simple tool to sophisticated tools. Right? Turbines are also there, and machines are also there. Building can be used in production over many years, and they are called, these all are called fixed capital. We all tools, machines, in all type of buildings, they are fixed capital. They are fixed, right? They are fixed capital. Then we have got the, and it could be a question for you. Then what do you mean by fixed capital? What do you mean by fixed capital? So what is the meaning of fixed capital? Then you can say, tell about it. Then we have got the raw material. This is one of the major aspect of any production. बिना raw material के आप कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते. Right? Your mother is doing some job, for making some food for you. She needs raw material. She needs vegetables. She needs oil. She needs other things also. She needs electricity. She needs many things, water. So these are all raw material. So raw materials and money in hand production requires a variety of raw materials, such as the yarn used by the weaver and the clay used by the potter. Yarn, जो धागे बनाने से पहले जो yarn होता है, उसे धागा बनाया जाता है, right? Yarn used by the weaver, जो काटता है उसको, and the clay used by the potter. Also, some money is also required. बिना पैसे के आप क्या करोगे बताओ? Right? Money also you require during production to make payments and buy other necessary items. Raw materials and money in hands are called working capital. देखिए मैंने आपको दो चीजें बताई. Fixed capital, machines are the fixed capital. ठीक है? इसे fix कर दिया जाता है. Heavy machinery, right? They are fixed in one point. So those, but capital has been used to purchase them. पैसा में लगा है उनको purchase करने के लिए. That's why it is said it is a fixed capital. Then we have got working capital. जितने पैसे से आप काम करते हो, काम की शुरुआत होती है. Somebody says that आप कितने पैसों से अपना फैक्ट्री को शुरू करोगे, and that is called आपके पास कितनी working capital, कितने पैसे लगेंगे आपको एक काम शुरू करने. 5 lakh, 10 lakh, 50 lakh, 5,000, 10,000. So those hard cash is called working capital. Unlike tools, machinery, and building, they are used up in production. There is a fourth requirement too. Who will need knowledge and enterprise to able to put together land, labor, and physical capital. जो land, labor और physical capital को इकट्ठा करते हैं, उसके लिए भी एक knowledge चाहिए. And output either is to use yourself or to sell in the market. अब marketing भी चाहिए. Marketing, देखिए आपने किसी चीज को produce किया, मानता हूं आपने, आपके पास किताबें हैं, किताबें ने आपके पास प्रिंटिंग हाउस है, प्रिंटिंग हाउस को आपने उसमें क्या किया, आपने किसी किताबों को प्रिंट किया, अब किताबों को बेचने के लिए you need some requirement, right? You need what you need. You need physical input. You need money also. You need transport also. You need other aspects also. You need ready-made market also. You need school also. You need college also. So these all are also counted into the market facilities. So there is a fourth requirement too. You will need knowledge enterprises to be able to put together land, labor, and physical capital and produce an output either to use yourself or to sell in the market. These days is called human resource capital. जहां पे आपने देखा होगा कि सेल्समैन आता है आपके पास, आपकी दुकान में सेल्समैन आता है, मार्केट पर्सन आता है, sales representative आता है. Who are they? We shall learn more about human capital into the next chapter. हम human capital के बारे में next chapter में पढ़ेंगे. आज बस इतना ही. Today is we are going to finish up over the chapter here. So I done with you. Today I done about the Palampur, village Palampur. I introduced you. Then I put a story of Palampur. Then I told you about the organization of production, in which I told you land, in which I told you labor, physical capital. Then I introduced you physical fixed capital. Then I introduced you working capital. Then I use other aspects of also for this purpose, right? I will give you homework within few minutes, right? You please do it. Tomorrow I will continue with the same chapter. Till then, take care, be safe. 2 गज की दूरी, mask है जरूरी, right? Thank you and have a good time.